Hey y'all, so I was looking over the autopsy report again. Um and I came to something. Okay. What made me start looking at it is I started wondering if they had her watch. Um because in the video when she is being pulled out, rolled out on the stretcher by the coroner and his assistant, there was a lot of handling of some mysterious bags. Okay, we don't know what's in those bags. But I started wondering, I know they had her shoe and they had her clothes. I mean, they described everything to the T. But I started wondering, did they have her watch? When we see her walking through the kitchen, she has a gold watch. It's a shiny watch of some sort. Okay, on her left hand, on her left wrist. And I do not see where that was, listed in the autopsy that there was a watch on. And then I started thinking, well, maybe that was off because, they had to do an autopsy. But, I mean, she had all of her clothes on. The body is clothed in a white bra top, blue denim jacket, blue jeans, purple underwear. It doesn't say anything about that. It says Cook County Morgue identification bands are on the bilateral great toes and the right wrist. Doesn't say anything about watches or bracelets or any kind of jewelry. Now I do know that, sometimes that can be handed over to family members at the scene. But, I didn't see them give anything to the mother and the sister. I mean, that doesn't mean they didn't, but I didn't see that. I don't know about anybody else. But then I started going down and reading all of this, and I am not. Okay, I mean, y'all have... Let me make sure that this is... I'm not going to read all of this out because it gets too personal. And I don't know. I don't want to read this out loud. It's just talking about, different areas and stuff. And I don't know who's listening. Kids could be listening. If any kids are listening, this stuff is not, these things are not for you guys to be listening to. But, I'm unaware of who's listening. And I just don't feel comfortable discussing this girl's, body parts and stuff, okay? But I do see where she has had, it discusses where she's had several piercings, okay? Nipples, private area, in her ears. It does not say anything in here at all about a belly button ring. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. I had to close my son's door. It was too much noise. But anyways, it does describe about piercings on her body. So all of the jewelry, the pierced jewelry was still attached to her. It was still pierced in her skin. But this right here, all it says about the abdomen, okay, it's talking about the breast, all this stuff. But then it says the abdomen is slightly rounded. And it's talking about her abdomen. Because right here it says the chest and breast are symmetrical. And it has to do that. It just tells you that, everything is... This is what they do in an autopsy. But right here, that's all it says about this. The abdomen is slightly rounded. It does not say anything at all about a piercing. So... if anybody's noticed, okay, on the video of what is supposed to be Kenneka walking through the hallway, she does not have a belly ring. Okay? There is no belly button ring. There's no piercing. No, none of that. So, these are things we got to pay attention to, because either we know she had it in earlier that night because we saw it in the video. And I'm going to play the video again because I want to point out some things to you guys. But in that video of her and Monifa in the bathroom earlier that day, we saw, or that night, we saw the belly piercing in on her stomach. Now, the person that was walking around the hallways did not have it. Which, there could, if there was some sort of struggle, she could have lost the belly ring. Or if someone was staging to be her, they could have actually taken it out of her to make it look like that was her that went into that freezer. But that was not her that went into that she did not go into that freezer and fall asleep. Okay? And I'm going to get y'all with another video in a little bit. I got to put some things together. But when I get it, I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to put it up in a little while. So y'all stay tuned because it will be up. I'm about to point out some real good things about that freezer and stuff. And I got some things to show y'all. So make sure y'all come back and check this next video out. But I want y'all to look at this. Okay? It does not say anything about a belly ring. It doesn't say anything about that. And it does not say anything about a watch or a black bracelet or watch. Whatever it was she had on her wrist. Okay? Now, I'm going to play this video of them in the bathroom. But I want y'all to remember, okay, the girl that was walking through the kitchen that is supposed to be Kenneka, she had a gold watch on her left arm. She had a gold watch on her left wrist. Okay? Kenneka has a black bracelet or watch on her left wrist. Now, she does have something on her right wrist, and I do want you to see that. Make sure I've got it slow. Yeah. See, there's something on her wrist right here. Oh. Okay. See, right there. Okay. So she does have something that could possibly be a gold shiny watch on her right wrist. But the person that's walking through that kitchen has it on the left. So, if it's not Kenneka walking through that kitchen, okay, then, that would explain the watch being on the left. If for some reason that was Kenneka walking through the kitchen, which I personally do not believe that, but if that was her walking through the kitchen, then somebody had to change her stuff around. And what would be the purpose of changing her jewelry around and taking her belly button ring out? That makes no sense. Usually your belly button ring doesn't just fall out. And hers looked pretty secure. See? It's one of the long ones. So, I mean, it's very secure. It's there. I mean, there's no reason why it should have just come out because she was stumbling around and drunk. That makes no sense. Okay? So, she has a black, either a bracelet or a watch on her left wrist. And she has something shiny on her right wrist. And she has a belly ring. The person that was walking through the kitchen does not have a belly ring. They do not have anything black on their wrist that we can see. But they do have something shiny on their left wrist. Now, it is possible things could have been flipped around in pictures or videos. So we do have to also keep that in mind. But I did want to point that out because I found that as being real odd that they didn't mention in the autopsy her the piercing. Like I said, they could give personal belongings and stuff like that to the family, You know, so that could have happened with the other jewelry. But they're not going to take body piercings out, you know, unless that's something that you request. I mean, but all of her body piercings were there during the autopsy. So, and what I don't understand, another thing too, the autopsy was done the day that she was found. Let me go back to this. I'm pretty sure that said the 10th. And I mean, this is the day that she was found. Exactly. Date, death pronounced September 10th. Date examined September 10th. This is the day they found her. But hold on. This is what I want y'all to look at. Look at this shit. Hold the hell up. Like I said, it gets crazier and crazier every day. Alright, now look at this. What the hell is this? This says September 10th, 2017 at 10 a.m. She wasn't discovered until, what, 12 o'clock by the manager or whoever this guy is. The tall guy with the white shirt. Looked like he was the hotel manager. Front desk manager or some sort. They found her at 12 o'clock. So how in the hell did she get an autopsy 2 hours before she was even found? Okay. So there is another mistake in this autopsy. They're hiding something. Okay. There's something really, really odd about this situation, people. Like, I can't stress it enough. You know, I planned on making this video just basically to point out those couple things that, you know, struck me as odd with the piercing and the watch. But then I come to check to just show y'all the date, and this is what I've seen. Y'all need to read this autopsy, because the more I read it, the more I find more mistakes in it. There's no way possible you're going to have an autopsy 2 hours before you're even pronounced dead. Before your body is even found. Okay? Her mother didn't even see her until like 4:30 in the afternoon, close to 5. Somewhere between 4 and 5. Her mother saw her for the first time in the kitchen after they pulled her out of the freezer. So what the hell is this? I want y'all to leave y'all's comments, leave feedback. Whatever you need to do, leave all of that. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to list my email down below. So if anybody needs to get a hold of me or send anything or whatever you need to do, you've got a way to contact me. And like I said, stay tuned. Stay on here, because I do have another video coming up in a little while. And watch it. It's going to point some shit out that people have not seen. So, or maybe they have, but nobody, I haven't seen anybody pointing this out. So I want y'all to check back with me. Like, share, and subscribe to this video. Y'all see it for yourselves, man. This autopsy is bogus. Like, look at this. September 10th. This is the day she was found. 2 hours before she was found, and they've already completed a whole autopsy. Impossible. Completely impossible, people. Alright, I will be back. Y'all just sit tight. I'll be back soon.